the ever-changing landscape of the open sea, it is clear that a new era of piracy has arrived. With a wave of unimaginable progress and unparalleled power, these modern-day pirates wield an arsenal of mind-boggling weapons and employ tactics that defy the imagination. How do these pirates pose such a threat to U.S. Navy ships? Why is it that when they see a U.S. Navy ship, they feel confident enough to approach it? Who is really behind them? The answer might surprise you. Piracy still exists today, especially in places like South Asia, South America, and the Red Sea. Somali pirates, gaining much attention lately, owe their rise to the collapse of Sidebar's rule in the early 1990s. This chaos allowed international trawlers to exploit their waters, pushing out local fishermen. By the mid-2000s, these pirates began organized attacks on ships, peaking with the hijacking of the French superyacht Le Ponant in 2008. Its release, for a staggering €1.7 million ransom, sparked a piracy boom driven by immense greed. But piracy isn't just a Somali issue. Nigerian pirates often target oil cargo, while Caribbean pirates are tied to drug trafficking. In the Bay of Bengal, local ships are more at risk than international ones. Modern piracy takes two forms: small pirates motivated by quick loot, and larger organized groups, embedded in intricate criminal networks with aims beyond just plundering. Tactics and techniques employed by modern pirates. Modern pirates employ a range of versatile tactics. To get close to their targets, they may assume false identities as fishermen or employ deceptive distress calls. Alternatively, they might focus on a large merchant ship and utilize high-speed boats for swift approaches. Boarding the target vessels, they utilize grappling hooks, ladders, and small boats, all while armed with not just automatic weapons but also heavier weaponry, such as rocket-propelled grenades and anti-aircraft guns. Who would have thought pirates would have all this? But there's more. Something that makes these pirates even more dangerous is the fact that they have access to advanced technology, including radar, sonar, and various communication devices. Additionally, they may employ tactics such as using motherships to transport smaller attack boats, employing drones for surveillance and reconnaissance, and even using cyber attacks to disable the communication and navigation systems of targeted vessels. These tactics allow modern pirates to carry out their operations with increased efficiency, speed, and lethality, posing significant challenges to maritime security forces worldwide. With these advantages, modern pirates have developed distinct attacking styles that differ significantly from traditional sea robbers. Plus, arresting modern pirates presents similar challenges to those encountered by their historical counterparts. Law enforcement agencies often lack jurisdiction and authority over open seas, and many countries do not possess dedicated water police or military forces to effectively address piracy incidents. Pirates and poachers continue to employ false flags as a means to evade pursuit and sow confusion. Even legal ships can involve a convoluted web of ownership, charters, operations, and multinational crew members. They may be registered under a convenient nation that is not directly connected to any of the entities involved. Determining responsibility for a specific vessel poses a formidable challenge in itself. What's worse is that contemporary pirates are known to have connections with government entities and organized crime groups. For instance, pirates operating in regions like Somalia and the Far East often have affiliations with such entities. In some cases, pirates in the South China Sea are even reported to operate with the protection or support of the Chinese government. On the other hand, certain pirates exploit the absence of government presence and enforcement, as seen near Brazil, where the lack of a coast guard or equivalent maritime authority creates an environment conducive to pirate activities. So the question arises, who is to be trusted? Another major obstacle in eradicating piracy lies in the fact that its root causes often have international dimensions. However, pirate cultures tend to be localized and resistant to international solutions, making it difficult to address the issue effectively on a global scale, though the U.S. Navy has been actively trying to contribute the best it can. The role of the U.S. Navy throughout history. The United States has been actively engaged in combating piracy and maintaining maritime security. A key objective in this regard is to ensure superior control over the seas, projecting power effectively, and deterring potential adversaries. safeguarding maritime assets, including vessels, ports, and critical infrastructure from a range of threats such as piracy, terrorism, and illegal activities is a crucial responsibility. Additionally, the nation's ballistic missile submarines play a vital role in the country's nuclear deterrence strategy. These submarines, armed with intercontinental ballistic missiles, provide a secure second strike capability, deterring potential adversaries from launching a nuclear attack on the United States or its allies. It's also worth noting that the U.S. Navy actively engages in international cooperation and partnerships with other navies and maritime organizations worldwide. These partnerships collaboratively enhance maritime security, promote interoperability, and facilitate information sharing, joint exercises, and capacity-building efforts. Demonstrating a firm stance against piracy, the U.S. Navy actively engages in an international task force known as Combined Task Force 151, or CTF 151. This collaborative effort employs advanced surveillance techniques utilizing naval vessels and aircraft to closely monitor the world's oceans. As you can probably guess, the strategic importance of the U.S. Navy maintaining control over maritime trade routes is undeniable. As a global superpower, the United States has a vested interest in safeguarding its economic prosperity, energy security, national defense, power projection capabilities, and international influence. By asserting dominance over these routes, the Navy can deter potential adversaries, protect U.S. interests, and ensure the security of American territories and allies. Moreover, control over these routes enables the Navy to project power and swiftly respond to emerging threats or crises, bolstering the nation's defense capabilities, which is taken very seriously. Speaking of which, power projection is a vital tool employed by the U.S. Navy to combat piracy. Through a visible presence in piracy-prone regions, the Navy acts as a deterrent to potential pirates. By developing warships, aircraft, and other assets, the Navy demonstrates its readiness to respond swiftly and decisively to pirate threats, dissuading pirate activities due to the perceived risks involved. This proactive approach helps prevent attacks before they occur and contributes to a reduction in piracy incidents. Furthermore, power projection naturally enables the U.S. Navy to swiftly respond to piracy incidents. Strategically stationed naval assets can rapidly intercept and disrupt pirate activities, providing crucial support to vessels under threat. Maritime interdiction operations, including the boarding and apprehension of suspicious vehicles, disrupt piracy networks and facilitate the prosecution of individuals involved. Additionally, the Navy's air assets, such as carrier-based and maritime patrol aircraft, actively conduct surveillance and reconnaissance missions to ensure air superiority. This aerial coverage enhances situational awareness and aids in the early detection of pirate activities, enabling timely and effective responses. Challenges faced. The United States is currently the sole state capable of extending its influence beyond its borders, particularly in the vast maritime domain. Consequently, it is argued that the United States should take the lead in addressing the issue of piracy, much like Great Britain did in the 19th century. However, there are significant practical challenges associated with such an endeavor. The primary obstacle is the immense expanse of the sea where Somali pirates are active, an area approximately 4 times the size of Texas. Effectively patrolling this region, which encompasses about 1,300 nautical miles of coastline, would necessitate a substantial commitment of naval resources. Presently, the U.S. Fifth Fleet maintains a presence in the area with 5 to 10 ships at any given time. Additionally, the European Union and NATO have deployed naval forces, and other countries such as China, Russia, India, Saudi Arabia, and Malaysia have either contributed or plan to contribute naval assets to anti-piracy operations in the region. If you liked this video, make sure to give it a like, and if you loved it, then please subscribe to our channel. By doing so, you will be showing us your support, which we truly appreciate and cherish. Keep an eye out as we continue to bring more entertaining and educational content on the U.S. Navy and other maritime topics, so hit that bell icon so you'll receive notification every time we post a new video. Thanks, and I will catch you in the next one.